Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a patchwork journal, I'm going to call this. I've been inspired by lots of different makers really with this. I'll start with the front cover. This was actually from a masterboard out of a book which I saw Shabby Dabby Doodah make probably a couple of years ago now. I will link her down below. The whole journal theme is patchwork, and because of that, I mean, I love the cover, but because it's patchwork theme, whoever this goes to, I would prefer that they could make the theme then anything they like. So I've actually made the cover completely removable. So it's made from masterboard, so I did cover the back just with some brown paper. Obviously it's still the patchwork theme. I've just done some sewing, popped some lace and other laces on, stickers. It's just a really gorgeous, and then obviously you've got this to tie round. Going into the journal itself, it's a hardcover. It's basically an altered book, but it's just perfect. I'll move that out of the way just to keep it a bit tidier. So as you go into the journal, I meant to say as well, it's a hidden spine, so you've got nothing showing there. So as you go into the book, it lies completely flat, being a hidden spine. I did keep the original fly page from the book. Obviously I've popped some reinforced just to reinforce the spine, and also it just hides that messy bit when you're putting your signatures in. So as you can see, each page is collaged, and the actual inspiration for this came from Meg's Journals, who's done this now for her Junk Journal July, but she's done it previously, and I will link one of the videos that she talks about how to make this paper. But basically every page is made. It's not like a printable or anything like that. You basically patch pieces of paper together, and obviously each page then becomes very interesting, even in its own, way. There's just all sorts of different colours and textures. There's a few colours in this, but mostly it's quite neutral. Some genuine 1964 diary there, and mostly vintage papers. I would say that's a vintage drawer liner. I just have really enjoyed collaging and popping it together. She also shows you this, how you can, within the page, because if you see there's the back of it, incorporate pockets. So, I mean, you wouldn't put this in it, it's too small, but within a page you can obviously pop things into the pocket. I just love how it's come out. I love the centre spread. I just love that. Because this page is actually from 1881, a book that I've got, it did start to rip a little bit here where I'd pop the signature in. So I'll put some of my faux vintage tape down there. I think it looks fab. I just love this whole spread, really. There's another of those pockets there. It's just so lovely. So whatever you wanted to do with this journal, whether you want to write on it, you could stick paper on and then write on it. There's loads of spaces where you can actually do writing anyway, without adding something extra in. You might want to stick things on. I have got a few bits and bobs in a minute to show you of ideas of things you could do with this book. But it's just such a lovely, I just love how, how different it all looks, really. Mostly because, it's patchwork together. That's another spread that I love there. And it's just so flat. That's what I love. I can't stand journals that are all, you can only open it a little bit and then it's all piling up. This is completely flat for you to work in with whatever you want to do in here. So obviously you're not going to have that horrible, oh, it's a blank page, what am I going to do with this scenario with a journal like this? But because you've already got inspiration, you might think, oh, I'm going to write there, but I'm going to stick something there. Might pop a photo in. But like I said, I've got a few bits and bobs just to show. I'm going to go completely random at it, so I have no idea whether, how it'll look. But we'll pick this page to start with. So things that you can obviously do. Obviously, this is some snippet that I've made from using Roxy at Roxy Creations. So if you wanted to, you could pop that along. Let me think where I'd pop that. I think I'd pop it there, glue it, and then have a massive pocket for tucking things in. Equally, if you thought, no, don't really like that, or you had a slightly plainer page, say, oh, I don't know, they're all just so lovely. Say maybe here, you might think, well, I just want to decorate there. So maybe you'd snip this off here, stick that there, and just decorate up with that. As I've already said, there's obviously the tags that you could pop in all the various pockets, pop them in there. You might decide, that's the other thing with a book like this, it's just ready for painting, rubber stamping on, gluing things in. But the other good thing with it, because it's just got that feel to it, it's absolutely perfect for adding other textures, like, unlike the paper snippet roll, this is a fabric snippet roll. So you might decide, actually you might decide, well, you know what, I need to stick more things in. I'm going to stick that there and there, and then I'm going to have myself a nice little belly band. Okay, but the beauty of this book is it will take different textures, so it's very easy to incorporate fabric, or you might decide you had a doily that you really wanted, you know, to pop there or pop there, or you know, our fabric snippets that we make, and sometimes, I don't know, they're a bit bulky for, you know, a pure paper journal. In here, you know, just decorate up the bottom of that pocket. Beautiful, really beautiful. Obviously, you might decide you want to pop stickers in here, so you might think, well, that's looking a bit plain there. I'm going to pop a sticker there, or pop a sticker up there. Equally, all our lovely cutouts, our fussy cuts, you might think, oh, I'm just going to pop that butterfly there. That's the other thing. It's just nice. Even if you don't have a plan, you don't want a theme, just go through all your bits and bobs and then think, this is the perfect journal. Oh, I'm just going to stick that there. I just love how that looks. Or your fussy cuts. Equally, you can still add pockets to this. Even though I've done some pockets, you can still, for example, I don't think I'll pop it there. Let's think where to put this. Let's turn this page. No, it's too much writing. Let's go for this page. If you think, well, you know, I can't do a lot of writing on here, what shall I do? I would be tempted to make a little book page pocket, you know, glue it up there and there, and then think, well, I'm going to stick myself a little tab in there. You know, so you can still stick all your embellishments, all your ephemera, everything like that in. Then maybe I'm thinking, well, that's a very plain page, so I want to stick something a bit more flowery in, or clip something in. There is just so much to do. I love the bird there. I might think, well, I'm going to pop that little bird there. They can be on the page together. There are so many things that you can do. So it is a patchwork themed page journal. I will be listing it on eBay. Obviously, like I said, the cover's completely removable. So if you think, well, I don't want that kind of shabby chic patchwork theme, or you've got a specific theme, then you can change the cover how you like. But if you like that one, you just tie it back on. Beautiful. So I hope you enjoy that. It's something different. I'll link all the people who've inspired me down below. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.